Ladies and gentlemen, first off, welcome back and thank you for being here. And secondly, it is almost Christmas time, which means we need to get into the Christmas spirit a little bit here. We're a couple weeks away. Today's video is all about 20 must-eat foods at a German Christmas market. I'm excited to see it, but before we get started on it, I want to know what you are most looking forward to about Christmas this year. For me, I wanted a white Christmas. I wanted to wake up and just have snow and just go hang out with the family and just, enjoy family time indoors, but also at the same time look out and see beautiful snow. But I looked at our weather, it's supposed to be 51 and rainy, so not likely to see that. Anywho, without further ado, let's get into the 20 must-eat foods at German Christmas markets.
Christmas markets. From late November until Christmas or even until the end of the year, there are more than 2,500 Christmas markets opening throughout Germany. To forget about dark days and freezing temperatures, going to a Christmas market might be every German's favorite thing to do at this time. But what is so great about these markets, you might ask? Well, maybe it is the highly encouraging culture of drinking hot alcoholic beverages starting around noon for every day of the week.
What's up,
Hot alcoholic beverages?
everybody? My name is Tipsy D.
Seriously, this is kind of a family place, but at the same time the year's best excuse for everybody to get daytime or evening wasted without being considered strange or inappropriate. But aside from drinking, there's also plenty of amazing seasonal food, and in this video we are taking you on a food tour and introducing you to must-eat food and dishes at a German Christmas market.
Ich hätte gern eine rote Glühwein, bitte. Yeah. All right, it's Christmas time, which of course means Glühwein season. Glühwein is just mulled wine with some spices in there, and it tastes so good, and just the smell reminds me of Christmas here in Germany. Oh, yes, it tastes like alcohol.
Yes, you're right. You kind of need to start every German Christmas market with a Glühwein, because that's the main reason the Germans and everybody here comes to the markets, to just get your warm drinks on, and it definitely helps with this cool time of the year.
This was €4 for the Glühwein, and then there's a €3 fund. So that means if you bring the cup back, you get your €3 back, and we're gonna do that.
Oh, that's interesting. That's a good idea. I like that. And it just screams a good way, instead of having hot chocolate, just having hot alcohol. I like it. Never tried it though. That sounds different. Hot alcohol. I like that.
So this thing here is called a Reibekuchen, at least in this area. In other German areas, it's just a Kartoffelpuffer, and it's pretty hot. So it's basically made of these potato shreds, deep fried in this nice oily section over there. And then you have the choice of different toppings, and we chose the Kräuterquark, which is like an herbal quark cream. And whoa, it's really hot. It is very common throughout Germany, and
that sounds absolutely delicious. Holy
very common
cow.
at the Christmas markets. So here we go, let's try it. It's so nice, man. The outside is very crispy, as you might have just heard, and then the inside is super soft. Like, there's a big difference in consistency and the texture of this. And then the quark on top just gives it a nice contrast. Fried potato.
Might make a lot of my German fans here mad, but that sounds really good with some American gravy, like you put on biscuits and gravy.
One thing that is super common also across Germany is grilled champignons, grilled mushrooms. So we have a very special version here. It's a version with chili cheese. Like, they put cheddar cheese on top and then these jalapenos. They were also grilled with onions already.
I might be able to try another.
I hope they're going to be amazing. Let's see how this is. So I'm going to dig in here. I'm going to try to get a jalapeno and a mushroom. It's pretty saucy on the bottom, actually. There we go. Some melted cheddar cheese on top, and we'll see how good that is. Ooh, they are spicy. Sometimes they taste like nothing, but these actually have a good kick to it. It's fairly saucy, and the sauce on the bottom, I don't know if you can see this here. It's like a typical gravy sauce, so that mellows the spice down a little bit. Overall, grilled mushrooms are very good. Chili cheese, I would say only go for a version like this if you're really into that chili cheese taste.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. I'm not a huge mushroom guy, and by that I mean I don't like them at all. But I would try it like that just because. I mean, why wouldn't you not? It's something different.
There are so many options at these markets, and we can definitely recommend getting a potato twister, which is a big potato cut into a spiral form, then deep fried and topped with flavorful powders.
Why?
Or you might want to look for a langosh.
I'm gonna stop it one more time, just because I can. Every time I see a video, you know, everybody's like, you know, about like the U.S. and stuff, like, why don't we have that stuff here? Why don't we in America have this kind of stuff here? I'm sure we do it, like German markets and stuff that are, you know, sprinkled around the country, but why don't we have this kind of stuff? We're known for our terrible for you foods and deep frying everything. And I mean, I'm sure we would deep fry this can if we could find some way to make it edible. But I look at this stuff and I'm just blown away by it.
This deep-fried flatbread comes from Hungary, but is a staple at German Christmas markets, and toppings range from just sugar to sour cream, cheese, or bacon variations.
Holy cow.
If you are more into the surf than the turf, another popular and healthier option is flammlachs, which is a Finnish-style salmon that is cooked right there on open fire and then served in big pieces or as a sandwich.
All right, so we have raclette, which is a very popular thing to get at a market here in Germany. So we have a nice toasty bread here. You get the choice of garlic butter or Kräuter butter, which is like a spice butter, and then cheese. You saw him scraping off that cheese, putting it on there.
Give
It's
me
so
the spice
fresh.
butter.
Give it a try. I mean, bread, cheese, and garlic. What more do you want out of life? So good.
Wow. Looks fantastic.
Alright, so we ate a couple things, so we came back and got another drink because there are a lot of different drink variations, not just the red Glühwein. This is an Apfelquitten-Punsch, and these have a little bit of a, what is it, diuretic effect on me. So, here we go. That's nice. Definitely fruitier than a regular Glühwein. Apple is just nice and warm, cold in any type of form, right? Fruit cake as a drink with some alcohol. It's the way to do it.
They have a few of these little built sheds throughout the city. You can go in. It's nice and cozy. This wood feeling around you. And this apple thing, that's my stuff. It's so good. Düsseldorf is a little more spread out. They have different pockets of Christmas market stalls, and this one has a little more medieval feeling. There's a lot more wood. It's getting cooler, and I really like it over here.
See, that would be for me. I like the medieval time period. That would be for me right there.
One thing you cannot do, you can't go to a German Christmas market and not have a sausage. So there are different types of bratwurst, there's currywurst, all different kinds. Krakauer, that's the Kielbasa sausage. And we got half a meter of sausage in a baguette, cut in half because the baguette is too
massive.
short, I guess.
It just cracks me up.
And so it's 2 layers. And then you have the choice of mustard and ketchup. We got both on each side.
And this is coming from I don't like a lot of hot dogs. I like sausage, but
and it's a very standard thing to eat a lot of sausage on any type of market or Christmas market in Germany.
You have 2 wieners in there?
Mm-hmm.
Holy smokes.
It's actually pretty thin wieners, but they're very flavorful, so I like it a lot. I can't tell which I like better, mustard or ketchup, but this is a classic. It's probably the classic, the bratwurst.
Probably ketchup.
Have you ever had 2 wieners in one bun? How many Glühweins have you had? I feel like after a few Glühweins, this always tastes so good.
The more you drink, the better food tastes. Why is that? Mustard or ketchup?
Mustard.
This Christmas market in Düsseldorf feels very integrated into a polished city. But frankly, it could benefit from some activities like the medieval section in Hanover offers. We did axe throwing one year, shot crossbows the next, and one of our favorite things was an entire Christmas forest they built to hang out in. In Düsseldorf, on the other hand, they have an Armani Christmas cube. But to be fair, there's also an amazing ice skating ring and curling lanes.
All right, so we came kind of to the main section of the Christmas market here in Düsseldorf. This is right at the northern end of the Königsallee, the city center basically. And they have this ice skating ring on that side and then a bunch of stalls with all kinds of food all around. And they actually built this huge wooden house here. It's a 2-story, huge cabin, and they just made that for the Christmas market. And it looks pretty awesome here. This is probably my favorite section so far. And yeah, we're just gonna see what else we can find.
If you have more of a sweet tooth, you definitely came to the right place. Amongst the sweet must-tries are churros, chocolate-glazed fruit, roasted almonds, candied apples, Quarkbällchen or other types of fried dough, and of course, crepes.
So we have this mousse.
I can hear my pants stretching just looking at that food.
Which I've never heard of that name before. I know it as Quarkbällchen. So it's this fried dough using quark in there and then topped with powdered sugar. It's very deep fried. It's very good and crispy. Let me just open this one up. Oh, look at that steam. This looks fluffy. All right. Yeah, this one is really fresh, cakier than the ones I'm used to, which I really like. It's just like, it reminds me a little bit of funnel cake. It's awesome. I love it.
Funnel cakes are delicious. Absolutely delicious. Man, I really hope I can play this video. I hope
Best
I don't get
place to be on a
copyrighted.
Christmas market? Five Guys.
So we're in the heart of the Old Town right now, and this is the Rathausplatz, I think. So it's the City Hall Square. We're very close to the River Rhine now. This is the most medieval-looking part of the city. And of course, they have a couple of stands here too. Like Diana said earlier, there are like 5 or 6 different pockets of smaller Christmas markets. And this one has a very nice backdrop.
I just love this.
So we walked through the entire Old Town and we're right at the River Rhine now. So the city kind of ends here. And this is the Burgplatz, like the castle square. One highlight here is they have this Ferris wheel, and this was already up a couple weeks before they started the Christmas market, but it's going to be here for the whole Christmas market, and it's very colorful and nice.
Yeah, it is.
All right, we got something I had to get, but it might not be super German Christmas marquee. But we saw this stall that had cheese döner kebabs, meaning instead of the big skewer of meat they usually have, they had a big skewer of cheese, and he scraped it off like they do with the meat and put it in the döner. You had 3 options. You could put salmon on top, you could put bacon on top, and sucuk, which we have, and I think that is some type of Turkish sausage. Very cheesy thing, very heavy. This thing was €8, and I'm, as a leading German döner expert, actually worldwide, just gonna see how good this thing is. The first bite is actually very good. There's a lot of flavors in there. There's like peppers in there, tomatoes, and coleslaw, all stuff. There's also carrots in there. I was a bit skeptical. I was thinking, let's do this for a joke, but it was very good. I love it. Wow.
It smells really good. We got the Knoblauch sauce, the garlic sauce. There was also Kräutersoße that you could get as well. Let's just give it a try. Dang, this is good. I think this is a vegetarian option for a döner because you could get it without the meat. The vegetables are just grilled. They're so nice. This is a pepper. I think the sauce is killing it.
I gotta be honest, when they showed it off, I thought it don't look great, but
awesome.
They seem to like it. It looks better than the mushrooms.
We stepped off of the market a little bit. It's raining, so we have some cover here. So we have Käsespätzle mit Rostzwiebeln. So this is on every single market, not just Christmas markets. I feel like, gourmet markets, any summer outdoor markets, you'll often find this in Germany. It's really cool. They had a machine that they dropped the noodles in there, they boiled them, then they put them on a pan and put cheese on it, mixed it around until it melted, and then added the roasted onions on top.
Yeah, so it's kind of like the equivalent to mac and cheese in Germany, isn't it?
Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see.
Y'all know what you're doing with food. I'm just telling you right now.
Awesome.
You know what you're doing with food.
It's nice. I like this one. There were a lot of options. There's some like Jägersoße, some cream sauce and stuff too. We did the cheese, which is the traditional option, and it's so good.
Shove it in there. This year's theme here seemed to be a lot of cheese everywhere.
I feel like cheese is everywhere this year.
I like that we added the onions, gives it a crunchy texture in comparison to the rather soft noodles and cheese. I like it, it's good.
Yeah, and it was a little extra for the onions, 50 cents, but worth it.
All right, we got desserts. It started raining and we found shelter here at this Glühwein stand. We have a huge Dampfnudel, which is basically a steamed noodle or dumpling. And it's this huge dough ball. You can choose between different toppings. Everything has vanilla sauce, but then there's Nutella, there's a cherry sauce topping and different stuff. But we never had it, so I'm very curious. We just cut in here and it seems very fluffy, doughy on the inside, so I'm not really sure
Kind of looks like a
what
cinnamon
this is
roll
made
almost.
out of. So first time Dampfnudel ever. It looks like an alien brain floating inside an open skull or something.
Wow, what a great way to describe that.
I expected it to be having a little bit more of a bao consistency, like a bao texture, but it's not. It's definitely drier, and I think you really need some sauce with it. Otherwise, it would just be like a big round piece of toast. It's okay. It's not my favorite.
Every time we pass these things, I think it looks like a giant baozi, which is like a Chinese fill bun, but this is not filled with anything. So the sauce is what's making the moisture, it looks like. It's just a dry bun.
Yeah. All right, it's a bit mediocre. All right, we're gonna end it here. It's raining pretty heavily, and as you can see behind me, the rain cleared out a lot of people from the market as well. Let us know what your favorite food at a German Christmas market or a Christmas market in general is. We're gonna finish or not finish this dumpling thing, and we'll see you in the next one. See ya.
Okay, well,
Noodle or dumpling.
I'm just going to say right now that that right there looks better than apparently what it is. Okay, here's a couple things that I took away from it. Here's what I like. For me, while I love Christmas, I kind of don't like Christmas because I don't know. Yeah, I could be wrong. Maybe it's like this worldwide, but I feel like here in the U.S., it's just like we all worry about getting everybody gifts, and it's not about that for me. It's about just spending quality time with your family. Typically, it's snowy outside, and you're all bundled up, just drinking hot chocolate and, you know, cooking breakfast. And yeah, there's gifts and stuff, but, you know, to me, it's just about having family time, and everybody's so worried about gifts. I love these little German market things where it just seems like it's out there for people to just have a good time and enjoy. And yes, I know it's about business as well, but it's have a good time and enjoy and just spend time with each other and families. And I really, really like that. So for me personally, I think what looked the best was probably the massive wiener, or the two wieners I guess he had in there. That just, but of course I'm starving right now too, so that just looked absolutely delicious. But other than that, let me know what in the comment section down below what your favorite German market food is, what you think of the foods they have provided here. I mean, the mushroom things, I'm not a big mushroom guy, but I would try it. I would try this apparently pretty dry cinnamon roll looking thing. I'd try it all because, well, I'm fat and I like food. So thank you all so much for being here. Leave a like on the video if you haven't already. Consider sharing this out with all your friends for them to to check it out and then to join us here on our journey. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It's free for you. It helps me out tremendously. And other than that, guys, thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate it, and have a good day.